I'm in front of the NDP riding office in ABG Westmount riding. It's the 11th of August, Tuesday night. There's a meeting with the nominees for the NDP candidate in ABG Westmount. And amongst those nominees is former Montreal Gazette Justice reporter Sue Montgomery. And I do not believe that Sue Montgomery is suited to be representative of the NDP Westmount, or anywhere else for that matter. Sue Montgomery has some serious problems in terms of honesty and integrity and principles, and also in terms of respect for basic human rights, such as the right to engage in peaceful public protest, such as freedom of speech, and so on. Oh, you think it's false or something? You'll find out the hard way how true it is. What?
You're using someone else's pulpit.
I'm not using someone else's pulpit. I'm protesting against a problem here. So this guy doesn't like the fact that I'm here at the NDP writing office protesting against the problem with one of the candidates. It's about her complicity in, and to some extent her direct involvement in, cover-up and denial of Unitarian Universalist clergy misconduct, including such despicable crimes as pedophilia and rape. You're welcome. I'll just ask what this is about. My woman who didn't really want to hear the whole story, but maybe she'd heard enough already. Anyway, anyone who wants to check the facts, all they have to do is run appropriate Google searches and so on. All they have to do is, check what's under the hashtags for Sue Montgomery on Twitter, and so on. I've put up more evidence than anyone needs to prove, what I'm saying on this sign. It is solidly supported by evidence, including documentary evidence of the legal letters that I was served with, and so on. There's other evidence which is not available online yet, but probably will be down the road, especially if Sue is selected as the candidate for the NDP in ABG Westmount. I'm hoping that won't happen. I do believe, even without this serious problem, I don't think Sue Montgomery is the most qualified candidate. I think there's at least two other candidates who have much better political qualifications. People who actually have political experience, people who've actually been city councillors and so on. So they know how the political system works, and they've experience in the political system itself. So I think even without this problem in terms of Sue Montgomery's ethics and her integrity and so on, her respect for human rights, especially the right to engage in peaceful public protest, the right for freedom of expression and so on, even without that, I think there's better candidates. But I'm here because Sue Montgomery actually is guilty of trying to cover up and hide Unitarian Universalist clergy misconduct, or perhaps I should say, or if she's not directly involved in it, which she is to some extent, when she's not directly involved in it, she's indirectly involved in terms of knowing about Unitarian Universalist cover-up and denial of clergy sexual misconduct and doing absolutely nothing to speak out against it. I asked Sue Montgomery to report on the fact that the Unitarian Universalist Association of Congregations in Boston hired Stikeman Elliott Barrister to solicit his litigation lawyer, Maitre Marc-André Coulombe, to falsely accuse me of a criminal act of blasphemous libel and Bill Cosby-style legal bullying that seeks to cover up and hide the fact that certain Unitarian Universalist ministers are guilty of engaging in such despicable crimes as pedophilia and rape, to borrow a choice phrase or two from the cease and desist command letters that Maitre Coulombe had been served with. So Sue knows about this attempted cover-up of such despicable crimes as pedophilia and rape committed by Unitarian Universalist ministers, to say nothing of Unitarian Universalist Sunday school teachers and so on. I asked her to report this newsworthy story, and of course she didn't, because Sue Montgomery besides being the Gazette's justice reporter, is a member of the Unitarian Church of Montreal, and she is a member of the Greater Unitarian Universalist religious community. And I guess she's not too keen on reporting on A, clergy sexual abuse that happens within her community, and B, the fact that her community goes to extremely questionable, unethical, immoral, and indeed borderline criminal lengths to try and cover up and hide such despicable crimes, pedophilia and rape, committed by certain Unitarian Universalist ministers by falsely accusing me of a criminal act, blasphemous libel, Bill Cosby-style legal bullying that's clearly intended to intimidate me into removing blog posts that tell the truth about Unitarian Universalist ministers and a Unitarian Universalist layperson who were charged, tried, and convicted of such despicable crimes as pedophilia and or rape, and sentenced to jail terms for those despicable crimes. You won't find any evidence of Sue Montgomery reporting this fact in the Montreal Gazette, in her capacity as the Montreal Gazette's justice reporter, and you won't find any evidence of her speaking out against it online or anything, but she's totally silent about it, at least in terms of public, and I have virtually no reason to believe that she's spoken out against it in a more private manner. So the main issue here is Sue Montgomery's repeated attempts to silence me by misuse of the Canadian Criminal Code and also by misuse of Montreal municipal bylaws. Even before I was accused of blasphemous libel by the Unitarian Universalist Association, Sue Montgomery was directly involved in efforts by the Unitarian Church of Montreal to force an end to my protest outside the Unitarian Church of Montreal by repeatedly calling SPVM police officers, making various false or misleading representations to the police in an effort to get them to either arrest me on criminal charges or get a restraining order against me or give me enough tickets, fines for various things to quit. So that's it for now.